Hello everybody, I'm Games522 and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. In the last video, we started going after the Crystal Core Hunters, Praxis and Theory, and now we're at the ambush point.
Look!
Don't move!
Great! You meant well. But still, you've fallen into our trap.
Huh?
Pincer attack! We in tight squeeze! Looks like they read us like a book.
You thought you had us, did you? I've put paid to 1,000 fools like you in my time, and you thought I wouldn't see right through your little plan. I think your little soldier friends have already copped it about now.
I think you underestimate the Ardanian Empire.
I'm not so sure. We're quite the capable bunch too, you know. Since we're putting all the core crystals we've taken to very good use.
Well, we'll just have to put those skills to the test then, won't we?
I'm gonna enjoy this. Praxis! Theory! Take him down!
Alright, let's do this.
Hogging the glory, eh?
It's been a while since I last played, but I think it's been fun.
Now this! Haywire! Eat this!
I think it's like to a point where we have to deal enough damage.
I'm not messing about! You think you're all that? Got it? You think you're all that?
Small fire like this.
Raging! Charge! Get back!
We've got this. I can feel it in my left.
I was going with the double.
To my will. Blade copper. Thirsty horse. Ruinous weather. Break.
Now this!
Much appreciated.
I'm not messing about! You think
Praxis is almost dead.
This is unexpected.
There we go.
this!
Just give me the heads up.
Just gotta take this guy
Now
out.
this!
I see you. Rebel sister.
That was a pretty powerful attack.
You can do better, can't you?
Now this!
What? No.
Spinning elbow!
Gotta keep my friends safe.
Alright.
Eat this!
Just trying to build up blade combos. I mean, not much else to it.
You can't do that. Just give me the heads
Raging!
up.
You think
We got Evil eye. Never thought we'd meet on
And I'm
the
dead.
Now
my
this!
hand.
Okay.
Indebted to you, Moray.
Eat this! You think you're all that? You think you're all that? What the?
And there we go. Guess we just need to take the driver out.
Driving us into a corner, eh? I've got to admit, I'm impressed. Come on, Theory. Praxis. Try a little harder, won't you? You were born to fight, weren't you? So act like you mean it.
Understood. Praxis, let's go.
I'll set them up for you. Move on my signal.
She vanished.
Where'd she go? Praxis?
The core crystal.
What? She turned into core crystal?
What's the meaning of this? Has her driver succumbed?
Damn! They demolished the support squad? Guess the plan to keep her driver at a distance backfired. Can't anyone do their bloody job right? Theory. We're leaving.
But what about Praxis?
We can't just stick around, can we? Shut your trap and do as I say.
But...
Forget about that good for nothing. Just hurry up and come with me.
Alright then. So now we head back to Gormont. Let's see here. Where are all these affinity wards coming from? That's weird. Alright, let's just head back to Gormont and report this. So it seems like Praxis's driver actually died elsewhere.
Keep a close eye out for trouble.
Remember to scan area for threats.
Roger, Wilco.
Lady Morak, I'm sorry. We cut the enemy's numbers in half with the aid of the Garfont mercs, and we were able to defeat a driver. As a result, we lost most of the men in our squad and were forced to retreat. I knew Praxis' driver had to have been elsewhere. She must have returned to her core crystal after he was defeated. I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. No, you're not to blame. The fault lies with me for incorrectly gauging the enemy's strength. It pains me to say, but I didn't expect to be contending with such a dangerous threat. Hey, no need to be so down in the dumps. It's not like the plan failed completely. We still got one of them. Praxis and her driver are out of the picture now. We've got a good overview of their opponent's strength and plans. This seems like a satisfactory result. But can't we just leave the rest to... well, we can't just leave... Can't fucking read. But we can't just leave the rest of them to get away, can we? Agreed. I don't intend to. The longer they remain at large, the more victims there will be. Then we will continue in pursuit of the perpetrator and try to gather as much intel as we can. We'll also make preparations on our side so we can move at the earliest notice. I wish you the best of luck. Ma'am, yes ma'am. So we finished that quest crystal clear.
Night is followed by a dawn.
The time is now 7 a.m.
And if I recall... Okay. Looks like we're still waiting on that. Basically, when we acquired Praxis's crystal, we get to use it now. Fucking god, I fucking suck at this commentary. Okay. Now, assuming we had just done this quest, and also assuming we have also waited long enough, we would get ourselves Praxis. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to give Praxis to Zeke.
Hi, I'm Praxis. Ta-da! With this lance, I'll reach for all my dreams.
Alright then. Of course, this being New Game Plus, I do get to go ahead and I get to take off Pandora. And I can put
I've waited for this.
Praxis in her place. And of course, since this is New Game Plus, I have completed Praxis' entire thingy-mabob. I have a bunch of these Pentagon chips. Yeah, we'll just give her one of these. Yeah, it looks decent. Okay. Now, since we have Praxis in our party, if you go down her line here, and you give her enough, affinity, like she gains access to a side quest. Let's see. Yeah, basically if you get her trust high enough, then a side quest activates while she's in your party. Because she's been with you long enough that she knows what kind of person you are, which is a good one. So at that point, we want to head to Araya and head to Fonsa Mima. I hope I'm doing this right.
A close eye out for trouble.
Remember to scan area for threat.
Roger, Wilco.
Here's Pilolo. Beamer. Because I know... I know there's a quest that we activate here. Now that we have Praxis high enough in the affinity chart. Well, it's during the day. Is it only during night? Let's change to nighttime, see if that's it. Okay, that's the wrong button. I need to look at the map. But I feel like these quests had already been there. So I wonder what the deal is.
Huh. Oof.
Oh wait, is there like a merc group thing happening? Just looking at some things here. As you can see, you can get some pretty good shit out of all these Merc missions. Okay, so I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Okay, I figured out the problem. Turns out we need to be way further in the main story for this quest to even appear. So, yeah, that's the issue. So we've done all that we can with getting these blades now. So, alrighty then. Should I keep a water blade on me? Huh. Oh yeah, I put Rex in my party by accident. I need a healer. Okay, I'm just looking at my elements here. I have 2 lights, 2 waters. Yeah, maybe I ought to change her out for somebody else. Could try wind, maybe? Windy wind? I don't have any wind elements, so yeah, we'll go with that. We'll put Zenobia in.
I've been so bored. I was about to go out hunting solo.
Alright. So let's go ahead and power her up. Like so. Okay, so now, let's go ahead and just continue story now. That I figured out what the fuck even happened. Okay, so we need to head to the Indolent Praetorium. Go to the port. And we will be on our way to the Kingdom of Tantal.
Close eye out for trouble.
Remember to scan area for threats.
Roger, Wilco.
Dorara hear the news. Friends wanting to go to Tantal. Yep, let's do it. Actually, ship captains was from Indolin and go in deep mooring for Lady Fan. Then was nobody left to steer ship, and so Dorara get selected to replace. Dorara never go there before, so we'll have to work. Fucking damn it! So we'll have to work hard to make trip success. Dorara not worried though. With Prince of Tantal on board, getting in should be piece of pollen cake. God damn it! I even messed that up. I can't fucking read.
Say, chum, which one do you fancy? Pyra or Mithra?
Zeke. You can't just ask someone... Anyway, they're the same person. I've never really thought of them separately.
Are you serious? But they're like totally different characters. Like, Mithra is jolly intense. And Pyra is just totally mellow, or, I don't know, what's the opposite of pushy?
On the outside, maybe. But Pyra's got a lot of backbone, too. She can be pretty stubborn.
You seem to understand them pretty deeply. Well, I suppose you are their driver.
Hey,
Yeah?
you're a prince from Tantal, aren't you, Zeke? Why were you in the Praetorium?
I mean, you can't just ask someone.
Oh, his old man kicked him out.
Oi! No, bad blade, bad. How long have you been standing there?
From about... Which one do you fancy?
Which one do you That's the whole conversation.
As I was saying, my prince got disowned by his father. He spent all his time traveling the world for fun, instead of attending to his studies. And bye!
It wasn't for fun. I was learning all about, society and international relations.
International relations, that what you call it?
Oi, can it you? What are you doing anyway? Dissing your own driver.
You guys crack me up.
I love him, really.
Oh. Anyway, he sounds tough. Zeke's dad, I mean.
Tantal is an isolationist society. Crossing its borders without leave is strictly forbidden. It's been that way for ages now.
Oh.
But you've seen how my prince here is. Couldn't stop himself leaving a few times, so he got chewed out and disowned. Back when he was 15 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Then the praetor himself found him half dead on the ground one day and took him in. He made up that special envoy stuff.
And that's how you ended up in Indol. It all makes sense now. Oh, but wait. Is it safe for you to go back to Tantal then?
This time we've got official business from the Praetorium. It'll be fine, probably. Besides,
Yeah?
Tantal is too ignorant of the outside world. It needs a wake-up call.
Sire, we have reached the designated coordinates. Please.
Right! Ready?
You betcha!
Huh?
Shut up and sit down, chum. This'll be great!
My lord, Genbu has begun surfacing.
I am aware. It's Pandoria.
Then the prince...
Yes.
We have received reports that he made contact with the Aegis in Indol.
So after 500 years, he makes his move. Praetor Amalthus.
My lord?
We must act to protect our days of peace, even if they are a dream that cannot last.
Whoa. It's just like a bigger version of Turtus.
It's called Genbu. It's the same, like, Titan type as Uriah. Normally, it's submerged in the Cloud Sea.
Even in early fall, it can get pretty cold inside Tantal. Mind you don't freeze!
I really can't stand the cold.
I can provide my own warmth. You can stay close to me if you like.
Me as well. You guys are pretty handy to have around.
Well, it is our trademark, right?
Essentially.
Aren't you going to be cold like that, Shellhead?
I'm used to it. I'll be dandy.
He's naturally dense. It's good insulation.
Oh, makes sense.
Stop encouraging her, gang of bullies!
Kingdom of Tantal. So yes, welcome to the Ice Titan. So we have a place filled with ice, more powerful enemies, and other bits. There's even a super boss here. Now, we're already pretty high level, so we probably don't have to waste time with the enemies too much. Unless they actually try to attack us and get in our way. You know, in every RPG, there always has to be a snow place. Just like deserts. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I fucking hate deserts in RPGs. They're like the bane of my existence.
Hey, Mia? Do you... mind?
Come on, it's not so bad. You're just so warm. I can't help it.
It's a function of what's known as infrared radiation.
Gramps knows everything.
I'm not your personal heater, you know?
My lady. If you desire warmth, why not take some from me? Miss Pyra seems to be in some distress.
No way. Your fur's all stiff and spiky with a cold. It'd be murder on my sensitive skin.
But, my lady...
Hey, is it just me, or are the ether lines really dim?
What is meaning of ether lines?
You know, those things. The glowing threads that run inside a titan.
That is the glow of pure ether coursing through the Titan's body. You can compare it to the bloodstream of a human.
You've got good eyes. Genbu has pretty bad circulation compared to other Titans. They say it's why we have a cold climate and awful crops.
So it's... cold-blooded?
Call it what you like.
Well, I mean, it is a turtle, so I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, nothing seems to be bothering me. Thank goodness. Now we don't. Now we can just like get straight to the big O, as they call it.
Hey, look what I found! Congratulations, guys!
I do love this place, though. It's really cool. Now, make sure you try not to veer too off track, because you're probably not the same level I am. Especially if you're just playing new game. So try not to, like, explore too much, because there are really high-level enemies just scattered in random places. We got a heart-to-heart. What is this? Okay, so I need Morag, Pandoria. Okay, yeah, I can just put them on real quick just so we can get some shite.
Please be good to me!
Okay, I need Brigid and I need Dromok. Okay, I don't even have Brigid on.
I will do my best to prove my worth. Hey, Pandoria. Zeke's a rather unlucky guy, is he not? Isn't it difficult being his partner?
Oh yes, that prince of mine, he's unlucky like you wouldn't believe. If there was an all-rest unluckiness championship, he'd win every time.
From the incidents I've witnessed alone, he's already been chased by rolling rocks, fallen off cliffs. He even fell into the Cloud Sea once, as I recall.
You ain't seen the half of it. When he's walking in the harbor, he's always getting bitten or smacked around the face by the Titan ships. Oh, this one time, he got caught in a blizzard, took shelter in a cave, and wound up surrounded by 100 Ignis. I could keep going for hours.
Well, I don't quite know how to react. Frankly, I'm impressed you're both still alive.
Yes, congratulations on surviving. Or should I say, my condolences.
Too far, Brigid. Too far. Still, I gotta admit, keeping an eye on my prince is a full-time job. You should try it yourself sometime. He drives me crazy.
Let's see, what should we say here?
But you love him all the same, yes?
Love? Where the hell you'd pulled that one out of?
Ah, yes. I see. You pretend to dislike him, while secretly harboring feelings.
Maybe it's time you should be more honest with yourself.
Oh, for the... You've got to be kidding me. You couldn't be more wrong.
There's no need to be shy, my dear. As a fellow Blade, I'll be happy to keep this just between us.
Quite so. We will keep your little secret from your beloved prince until such time as you see fit.
I'm trying to tell you. It's not like that.
Oh, you're so cute when you get embarrassed.
I quite agree.
Hey! Stop that! Don't you give me that knowing smile! Curse you, my prince, and your unlucky nature.
Ha! That's funny right there. Okay, let's see. I want to put Poppy Buster back on just so we can keep going with that. Already got 2 Light Blades, so I'll switch out Cosmos for someone else. Do I have any fires? I have 1.
I hope I'll live up to your expectations.
Yeah, let's do Earth. Put Agate in our party. And we'll just power her up. The strength plus 50 is nice. Even though Telos and Agate are basically the same weapon class. It's just that Telos is a scythe, but it's still considered like a great axe. Hopefully this gives us more options to work with, if anything.
Oh my. This is the very picture of the ancient civilizations I've read about.
It's a pretty classic look. You know the old land of Torna? They had a proud and noble civilization, rivaled only by Judicium at the time. But, whereas Judicium were the masters of biological arts, Tornans knew all there was to know about engineering. The proud blood of Torna runs in the veins of us Tantalese.
As there are people to pass it on to, civilization will endure. Knowledge is inherited, much like life itself.
Nice quote. You should write that down.
Thank you.
It's not that simple, though.
Huh?
You'll see.
I don't like where this is going. Well, we're here now, regardless.
Adding new location to Geographic Library.
Acknowledged.
Whoa, that's a pretty lively market.
It's the black market.
Black market?
Tantal is so cold. There's precious little in the way of local produce to sell. Just look. All the regular shops are shuttered.
You're right. They're mostly empty.
Instead, folks pay ungodly prices for produce that's been smuggled in from other nations. And since it's the only thing keeping people from actually starving, the bigwigs just turn a blind eye.
So most of the agricultural production is wasted just surviving, and the country grows weak.
Exactly.
So even the wisdom of a proud ancient civilization cannot solve all problems.
Ancient civilization sounds good and all, but basically, this place is a giant museum with no tourists. That's not going to feed anyone.
Great dialogue, I'll admit. Okay, now before we get going, there is something I want to do real quick. Let's see, we need to head down. Also, we got a cutscene.
Finally, calm.
That's not what I'd call it.
Is he okay?
I'd say he looks scared speechless.
No. I didn't.
Are you all right?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm fine.
You looked like you were in a hurry. What's the rush?
Huh? Oh, crap, I forgot. There was an accident. I have to go get help.
An accident?
Near the Genbu Drifts. We do some mining there. There was a rockfall. People are trapped down in the tunnels. Rest of us tried to shift the rocks, but it was no use. So I ran to get help, but...
You need rocks moved?
The monster can talk!
Hey, relax.
Wolfric isn't a monster. He's a blade.
There is no cause for alarm.
He probably won't eat you. So settle down.
Does that mean you're drivers?
Yeah? So what?
This is great. You've got to help me.
I'll do it.
What? Why did he run off like that?
Wolfric, wait for us!
Is he heading for the mines?
It's not like we were going to refuse anyway. Come on, everyone, let's go.
Tender-hearted beast. This is like a side quest for Wolfric. Not gonna set that as the priority right now. But yeah, if we come over here, there's a cracked wall.
Earth
Gonna bust it open.
me strength.
And if we come over here, we find something called the Altar of Sealing, where we have to, like, give this thing... We have to give this thing, like, 100 of something that's red, basically, or blood-like. Luckily, I already have 100 of these lazy crayfish, so we're just gonna go ahead and do all this. Of course, I don't need to do this now, but I'm doing it anyway, just to show you guys. Almost there. Give it a few more tries. And done. Thought it'd be this, be stashed away here. What's it for, I wonder? Anyway, this is the part where after you finish doing that, you get a core crystal. A special core crystal, which gets you a special blade. I already have the blade, but let's just pretend that I just got it. And then, let's awaken it.
name is Harold. I pray you can contain my power.
Alright. So now we have another electrical blade that I could use in place of Pandoria, which I think I will.
I will carry out my mission.
Which, by the way, a bit of a fun fact about Harold here is that she's actually designed by the character designer from Final Fantasy VI, which, as you can see, because she has like a dragon body on her, she is a reference to Bahamut, which is a really, really nice touch. So we're probably going to give her a... yeah. She is a cannon blade. So we're just going to give her that. But I think it's really cool that she's a reference to Bahamut. She was even designed by someone who designed characters in Final Fantasy VI, which you can kind of see it, and I really like that. It's probably like my most favorite blade, honestly. Waifu blade? Question mark.
What have we here?
We have been expecting you, Your Highness.
Yeah. Good to see you. Is the old man inside?
Indeed. He has been eagerly awaiting your return.
Ha! Now I know you're lying. Our moos'll fly before that man welcomes me home. No need to coddle me, mate.
Apologies.
Any case, seems he knows we're coming. That'll save time.
Could it be?
Are you all right?
Yes. Tora?
But why? It's true. Poppy able to produce own reserves of ether energy, but...
I'll explain later. For now, just do as I ask.
All right then. Leave it to Tora.
Alright, so let's just go ahead and hit this up. Well, actually, I don't know what the timer is because I did a lot of wandering around, didn't keep track of time. So I'm just going to go ahead and end this episode off here. That way we can continue off right here and get things going. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Till then, see you then.